are just about done with this job. Check this hill out right here as I fly up it. And watch this ridge that Chad is sitting on right there. Look at that thing. I mean, it kills me, this ground. I mean, look across that horizon right there. I mean, it's just timber. As far as you can see, it's just timber. And you can see right here, this is what we've cut. Where that tree line is, that's as far as we're going to cut. Derek's down to just the last few trees on this job. And you'll see it here in just a little bit. He don't light but just a little bit in the morning, and he'll finish up cutting. But we're still going to be right here on this same road. We've got another, I think it's a 30-acre tract on this same company road. It's just down a little bit further. So you can see the terrain right here too. You can see where it falls off on both sides of that ridge top with that road sitting right there. So we'll still be on the same road. We'll just be a lot further on down it. Now you can come into view. You can see this strip right here that Derek's got left. You see my loader sitting right there? Directly across the road from it, there's a little strip. And he cut some of it after I landed the drone. He was actually working over here. We'll come in here on him real close in a minute. But you can see Kevin. Kevin's waiting on Derek to cut out. The loader set over there on the right-hand side of the screen. And Chad is sitting on top of that ridge top right there to where you can get a phone signal. That's what he's doing. Now, I don't have to do that. I have a WeBoost, and it's linked in my Amazon link. And they work. I had a guy ask me about it today in the messages there. He sent me a message on Instagram and asked me about it. And I sent him a link to it, and they do work. They work really good too, but you have to have a hint of a cell phone signal to make them work. It can't take a place where there's not a signal and make something out of it. It has to have a little something to get by with to make it work, but you also have to have the right antenna. The one that I got linked in my Amazon link has the right antenna. I paid the stupid tax on the wrong antennas. And we're just zooming in on Chad right here. We're messing with old Chad. I think he's laid out asleep right there is actually what he's doing. There's no movement in that skidder right now whatsoever. But the WeBoost, I've been using one for a little over a year now. I believe it was last July 2018 when I got it. And I can check the data speeds, and it does make a pretty big difference when I've got it in the loader with me. And it's a pretty simple thing. It's not cheap. I mean, you're going to spend about $500 for the unit and the antenna. But in an emergency situation, $500, you know what I mean? So now we're going to fly over here. Kevin's still waiting on Derek to cut that spot out to where Kevin can get over in there to where Derek is. And that's where Kevin is going to set up at and start processing. So as soon as Derek gets out of his way, then Kevin will track in place and Chad will come flying off the hill and then start feeding Kevin trees, and he'll start processing. Now, one thing right now, we're dealing with some extreme heat, some of the worst heat that we've ever had. The temperatures are in the upper 90s. We're right at 100. But the index is been 115, 117, and it has been tough. I was standing on the ground over there way to the left of where Derek is right now flying a drone, and I wasn't doing anything but standing there holding the controller, and I was soaking wet with sweat. Even somebody that is used to the heat right now and can handle it, running saws and stuff like that, you can get your body in trouble right now. It is, it's nuts. As a matter of fact, right after I filmed this, my youngest daughter, Emma, they had a softball game. They had a double header to school this afternoon. It started at 2. And they didn't even get out of the second inning, I don't think. And one of the umpires collapsed and fell out. They had to call an ambulance to come pick him up, delayed the game. And for a pretty good little while. But he's okay and everything like that. But I'm going to tell you, it is tough right now. The heat is. I mean, it's bad. I welded down there in my shop this evening and did a bunch of stuff. Some people, those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, saw some sneak peeks on what I got going on down there right now. And the only reason I could stay down there is because I've got a central unit down there. I've got air conditioning in that shop. If it was not for that, I couldn't. I mean, you can go out there right now. It's 11:13 at night. It will literally knock you down when you go outside right now. So this thing's almost done. I just want to say I appreciate y'all watching and following along day to day on all my stuff. And check out everything down below. A lot of stuff down there in the link. A lot of stuff in my Amazon link. A lot of stuff that I use day to day. And we're going to kind of wrap this thing up and fly this drone on back and put it up and get back in my loader where I got some air conditioning to set in. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.